So this is a review of the Southern Oregon RV Park. Now, every, year, we go north up toward Washington. Now, we live in California in the Sacramento area. And so when you go north up to Washington, kind of like the Tacoma center area of Washington, from Sacramento, about halfway up is Medford. And we like to do about the 300-mile rule,
Now, I know what you're thinking. Bigfoot. And you're right. There were a number of Bigfoot sightings during this trip, and it was touch and go.
Truly horrifying.
Anyway, as I mentioned, we like to drive for about 300 miles and then stop for the night. But some of the places off of I-5 aren't that great.
You kind of imagine when they could get right off Interstate 5, everything from nice places to they have a pool, but it's green, or the place smells, or whatever.
Ooh, Clark, this tent smells.
And now this is your tent.
So, while doing a little research for this last trip this summer, we found this Southern Oregon RV Park. So, we rent a space there, drive up there. It's, a little over 300 miles. And actually, we were very pleasantly surprised. The place, I think it's part of the fairgrounds, but it's not your traditional fairgrounds. It's its own RV park. I just think the state owns it and runs it. And it was a nice place. It was so nice that on our way back, after we went through Washington and around the coast and came back down, we stayed there again, just because it was such a nice place. It was clean, flat cement spots with grass at every side. We were right next to a shower building, which had high pressure, hot water. Really enjoyed it. And you're right on the outskirts of the town of Medford. So, once you unhook, you could go get dinner, fill up the truck, whatever you want to do.
So this is just some drone video flying overhead. I like to include drone video when I take a look at these parks, just so you kind of get the layout of the land. But from this, you can see how it's all laid out with the water on one side. You can see Interstate 5 off to the west of the park there. The park is actually on the east side of I-5. And then coming up here, you can see where the main office is, where you check in. Off to the distance there, that's where the fairgrounds are, that I think this is somehow attached to. And then coming back toward where our spot was, you can see that washroom building, bathroom, shower building right there. All right, when I say that it's right next to Interstate 5, I don't want to give that the impression that it's somehow noisy. It's not. It's a quiet park. I was surprised how quiet it is. Maybe it's busier, during the state fair or something, or if they have an event at the fair or something. But I was actually quite surprised at how quiet the park was for us. I also want to add that I wouldn't call this by any means a destination. It was a nice park. It was quiet. It was a great place to stay for the drive. But I wouldn't drive all the way up to Medford, Oregon, just to stay there for a week or two. If you have to be there, that's great. It's a great place to stay. And if you're driving through like we were, absolutely stop for the night, or even two. But there's no pool, there's no hot tub. There is that Scandi, of course, that's kind of on the other side of the fairgrounds. So if you wanted to do something, there would be something to do. You are in a city. So this was a wedding that we got invited to for my nephew, and that's why Julie and I went. So normally, I would go to Jeff and Dina and ask them for their opinion of the place. But since they didn't go, I can't reach out to them. So no Jeff, no Dina. So with that being said, Julie, what say you?
So on the first leg of this journey, I did some research and found the Southern Oregon RV Park, which is right in Medford off the I-5. We had a site next to the river. There are no swimming pools or hot tubs, so it's just a stop, stay a couple nights, and leave. Dog friendly. So while in Medford, I suggest you go to Kaleidoscope Pizza. It is very good, and we always stop. Thumbs up. And we stayed there a second time on our way back through.
Okay, well, that's our review of the Southern Oregon RV Park on the northern side of Medford, Oregon, just off of Interstate 5. Now, the question is, would I stay there again? The answer is yes, absolutely. So, yes, it gets a thumbs up. Make of it what you will. We'll see you out there, boys and girls. Peace.